here with Mark Goldberg after a 2-0 defeat at Hemel. We're not going to talk much about the game, Mark, because we've done it with Harry. I'd like to get your thoughts, though, on losing Adrian, Jamie and also Neil to Gillingham, and your thoughts on the timescale and how it come about and the communication.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it came as a little bit of a surprise to us, although I knew before Christmas that Adi had been talking to a club and he was waiting on certain results that may go one way or another. So Adi was always on board for 6 weeks, and we would then review it after that time period. And obviously we didn't really expect Jamie to go with AD. I think that was probably the biggest surprise of the two. But you know, you can't blame Jamie. It's a great opportunity to coach at League One level, and he's a great young coach coming through the ranks, and he's got to take whatever opportunities can come his way at that level. I think at any other level he probably wouldn't have gone. So we wish Jamie all the best for the future, and we thank him very much for the good work that he's done.
Some of the fans will say, was Jamie on a contract, or why wasn't on a contract, or was it just that the timescale was constantly changing and it caught us a little bit unawares?
Yeah, I think you'll find that it wouldn't have made any difference. I wouldn't have stood in his way. We had a good working relationship. We talked about a contract. We were just going to, it's only a matter of time before we sat down and looked to the whole future, and not just for this year, but developing the academy. But to be fair, I wouldn't have stood in his way. I wouldn't hold him, even though it's a big disappointment, and today's result obviously has hit us quite hard, shall we say. But you know, we were playing against a team that was just coming into a run of form themselves, and they were more, shall we say, they were a cuter team than we played recently. And you know, we've come away from home. I think, you know, we conceded a very early goal, and we showed a little bit of spirit coming back half time. You know, I wasn't too disappointed, but the way we came out second half was obviously disappointing. But look, we'll pick ourselves up, and we're not going to make any knee-jerk decisions about new managers, but we will be in a position after the trophy game to see where we go from there.
So at the moment you anticipate Harry and Tristan will be in charge for the trophy game or the foreseeable?
Well, I think, you know, today's result, you know, who's to say? Look, I know it wasn't a good performance, but no one could ever believe that the run we were on was going to continue forever, and we were away from home against a side in form, and you know, I'm not saying that Jamie and Adi wouldn't have made a big difference today, but we'll never know how much of a difference. So we're just not going to react too quickly to today's result. Just our experience tells us that we should digest everything properly and see how we go probably for the next 2 or 3 fixtures, and if things improve again, then we'll give the caretaker management team an opportunity. If we see we need to bring somebody in, then we will bring somebody in. What we can't do is look backwards again. We need to make sure that, you know, that we move forwards.
Mark, thanks for talking to us, and we'll see you at your old club Bromley, where you'll be looking for a result, no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, now I suppose we can think about that game and look forward to it in one respect, but you know, it's a game that there'll be a lot of banter between the two clubs. I think there's a fair amount of respect there, but we're going to go there believing that we can get a result.
Cheers, Mark. Thank you. We'll see you at the trophy game.